O Chaos Emeralds, Gems of Miracles, please heed my call. I wish to save this world. I wish to cleanse my father's sin, and I wish to talk to Sonic once again. You have given me so many things. Now it is my time to return the favor. I care not what happens to me, but please heed my voice. Sonic, come back. To me. To us.
So no one's going to talk about the blatant bestiality and necrophilia in a kid's game? Nobody? Okay. Yeah, but I mean, that's like one of the most... I feel like I've said that is one of the most infamous things about this game like a million times, but yes, that is another one of the infamous moments in this game. Elise kissing Sonic, and I mean, why? Just why, but whatever. So right now we have our final boss fight with Solaris, which honestly looks something right out of Final Fantasy. So right now, what we have to do is we have to destroy its armor. Essentially, unfortunately, so we could switch between Sonic, Shadow, and Silver on a whim. Do not use Silver unless you have to. So, Silver is the worst because he's just like his, in his regular form. You know, he can pick stuff up and throw it right back at enemies. Yada yada yada, all that stuff. The problem is just like his regular stuff, he could collide with a his meteors could collide with a meteor that Solaris is throwing, and that could happen. So what we're supposed to do right now is we're just trying to destroy Solaris's armor. And, you know, right now playing as Silver isn't that bad. It's just, you know, it just takes a second because... Alright, so Silver's section is done, so we don't have to play as him anymore. But I still can't play as Sonic. So we have to switch between the three Hedgehogs whenever we're running out of rings. Okay, that's it. But what we're supposed to do is we're basically supposed to use their characters as special actions. So in Sonic's case, he charges straight into Solaris' chest for some reason. Shadow's is a Chaos Spear, but his enhanced, and then Shadow, and then Silver, you know, he throws shit. And then Silver, he throws shit. And that's really all there is to them. Like, that's really all there is to the fight. But the thing is as you've noticed, just like any other Sonic game with a supersonic frostbite, you do have a time limit in the form of the ring counter. If you run out of rings while you're playing as that Hedgehog, you will die, and you have to start all over. So, don't run out of rings. Oh, fuck, wrong button. if you need to switch characters, and there's also the risk that can happen to you, by the way. If you need to switch characters, just press the triangle button and you'll switch to that. You'll switch to the Hedgehog next in line. There is no way to say you want to switch back to Sonic after playing Shadow. And instantly, you have to go through Silver first, and then so there will be times where you're just waiting for the dialogue to finish up so you can play as the character you actually want to play as for a second. So make sure you constantly, switch characters when you need to, especially when you're running low on rings, especially in the second phase of this boss fight. Because, just like Sonic Adventure 2, the rings recharge as you're not playing as them. So, since I'm not playing as Shadow or Silver right now, they are currently recharging their rings, and it's good to do that to, give them some time to get some more rings in handy, just in case. So, like, later on, Silver's gonna basically be, I'm waiting for Sonic's rings to recharge, bitch.
Is it over? No, it's not over yet. I guess it's not gonna be that easy.
Someone put a Triforce right there, because that's literally the fucking Triforce logo without the actual Triforce. Like, like the little Zelda emblem? Like, I have a t-shirt of it, but like the Zelda logo, and it has the Triforce on top. That's what that fucking is, right? That's what Solaris looks like. Anyway, so what you're supposed to do right now is you're supposed to attack Solaris as he's attacking you with his laser like this. So, yes. You have to attack Solaris when he actively attacks you, not his meteors. So I'm waiting for him to fire off a laser. Come on. So this is also one of those instances where, yeah, Sonic charging headfirst into an enemy is not the best idea. Honestly, the most optimal character in this is Shadow, because that's just how it is. Alright. I'm gonna switch. And if you're wondering what that sound is, that's me dashing. I'm mashing the hell out of the X button because it just makes it makes Shadow go a little. It makes Sonic and Shadow go a little faster. Only Sonic and Shadow can do this, not Silver. By the way, I love Solaris' boss theme, especially the second phase, because it's just his world. So yeah, for this phase of the fight, just the second Solaris unleashes a laser, just fire off a Chaos Spear or whoever you're playing as his special ability. Solaris does have a big laser attack where like he just fires lasers in all directions. That one sucks because if you get hit by it, you're basically guaranteed to get hit. But he hasn't done it yet, so I'm kind of surprised about that. And by the way, you do have to actually hit the core, especially if you're playing as Sonic. Shadow automatically locks onto it. Did I make it? Alright, so. So yeah, this is actually why I hate playing a Silver. Because, again, you have to wait for Solaris to attack you. That's the laser attack I was talking about earlier, by the way. But again, Silver kind of sucks for this section of the fight. Because, again, you are actively... Alright, switch to Sonic. I gotta switch to Sonic. By the way, I just also want to mention that this is the one time that Sonic's meter actually works properly. Like, in terms of the base game, like the original game, Sonic's meter actually worked properly in this boss fight alone. So if anything, Super Sonic nerfed him. Alright. This should be the final hit. Or not. I'm switching to Shadow because I'm about to die. I kind of want to make the final hit Sonic, but at the same time I don't care enough, so... Yeah. That's it. I win. I honestly wanted to make the final hit Sonic, but Shadow had the most important story, so it makes sense that he did it. Yes, I'm gonna make that joke. I'm gonna keep making that joke. Oh, I got an S. I think I got an S. Yeah, 69.
That was incredible.
Oh man, I'm a fucking child, but at least that's the appropriate way to end this Let's Play, so yeah. I'll give myself that. An S rank. That means that all other ranks in this game are nullified. This is an S rank playthrough, so shut your fucking mouth. Oh my god, we get 3 gold medals? Yes. Because I never have to touch this game again. It's a joyous day.
Did you destroy it?
No. That is the true Solaris.
Look, Elise. This is Solaris, the flame of hope.
It's so beautiful.
When the flame has grown large enough, our world...
Oh no. Not again. Oh, god damn it. I guess future me is gonna have to do some clever editing or something. 'Cause it's doing this again. I think my PS3 is just finally fucking dying or something. Because there isn't a scratch on the game, but... son of a fucking bitch.
Look, Elise. This is Solaris, the flame of hope.
It's so beautiful.
When the flame has grown large enough, our world will change. Solaris will allow us to control time and move through history. People will be able to rectify past mistakes and avoid bitter fate.
Will we be able to see Mama?
Yes, Elise. We'll both be able to see your mother once again.
This is where everything began. Who knew such a tiny flame could bring such devastation? If we put out this flame, Solaris will never exist. And then we'll never have to worry about the flames of disaster, right? But our encounter... You and I will never meet. It will never have happened. To tell the truth, I don't care what happens to the world.
You crazy bitch! Elise, just smile.
Miss Elise? It felt like someone was calling me. I'm sure it's just the wind. Of course. But it felt so familiar somehow.
And this is definitely a different continuity. The moon's not in half. So yes, basically what happened, unfortunately I have to do some clever editing, so on my part, it's going to look like I didn't see that cutscene. I did see that cutscene, but I kind of didn't. So basically Solaris turned out to be just like a little flame for some reason that they worshipped, I don't remember. But upon blowing it out, Solaris never exists now, and as a result, the events of this game just straight up didn't happen. But apparently Sonic remembers everything, considering that he remembers Elise pretty well, judging from the fact that he's running and trying to see her. And also Elise said that the wind that Sonic produced when he ran past her at the speed of sound felt familiar to her. So, and plus also there's the fact that it appears in Sonic fucking Generations, so, but that is the end of the Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 Let's Play. And I think I speak for myself, mainly because I do. Fucking finally. Alright, I guess I should get into my final thoughts, even though I've done that probably a million times at this point. Despite everything I have said about this game, I do not think that this is the worst Sonic game. In terms of, like, stability, oh, fuck, yes, it is bad. You know, it is terrible. But there are a lot of things. This game is more frustrating to me because this is one of those games where, like, you look back, you learn about the development history, you look deep within, you know, you see people talking about the source code and stuff like that, and you see that, like, there was so much potential for this game, and then it was just fumbled. And it's not even like a fumbled at the 2-yard line thing. It's a fumbled at the fucking, I don't know football, but like the 2-yard line at the other side of the field kind of thing. You know, this game went through so much during its development. And this is all stuff that if you are a Sonic fan, you probably already know all this shit. But, like, you know, at the time, you know, Yuji Naka just left Sonic Team, meaning that at the time they didn't really have anyone, you know, supervising the whole development team. They didn't have, you know, they were going over budget, all that stuff. There was just so much going wrong with its development, and they were also rushing on top of that because of the fact that Sega was demanding that the game be out for the 15th anniversary. Because I will say, Sonic's 15th anniversary is a pretty bad year for Sonic. I mean, it comes to no shock because, again, the best thing to happen in Sonic's 15th was Sonic Riders, and that is one of the more divisive games in the series because some people like it, some people hate it. Me, I love it. I grew up on it, so that's a bit of a nostalgic bias. But, you know, and the other thing that happened in Sonic 15th anniversary was the Sonic 1 port to Game Boy Advance, and it was utter garbage. So, you know, 2 out of 3 of the things that happened for Sonic's 15th anniversary were absolute garbage. And then you had Sonic Riders, which was sort of in the middle. And, you know, unfortunately, Sonic 06 just gets the worst of it. You know, there are so many things about this game that I really do think could have been great. And that is why I love P06 so much, and why I will keep mentioning it, because it does what Sonic 06 was meant to be. You know, be one of the best Sonic games of all time, but unfortunately it just fumbled so hard in the original. You know, the story is a utter mess, and there's not really much you can fix with that. But I really do think that in terms of gameplay, it could have been one of the best Sonic games at the time. Level design wise, and, you know, potential gameplay wise, like Silver specifically, I think if Silver had a lot more time to cook, I think that Silver would have been one of the best characters to play as in this game. Unfortunately, you know, Silver got the worst of it in terms of playability as the main Hedgehogs, because of just the simple fact that I guess the new character gets the worst of it. And that's really why I hope in the near future, like, I really hope that sometime Silver gets his own game or some sort of spotlight, because I really want to see him again. I really do love Silver, and I think he's one of my favorite characters in the series. And I really do hope they bring him back more often. You know, he's back, you know, a lot. You know, he was in Sonic Colors for the DS. He was in the Sonic Rivals games, and he was in Team Sonic Racing most recently. But, you know, I want him to have a more prominent role. I don't want him just having like 2 or 3 lines or being in a side game. I want him to be front and center on the stage. And I know he's going to be in Shadow X or Sonic X Shadow Generations because he's one of the boss fights in that game, but that's not what I mean either. I want him to be the playable main character in some way. But I mean, I think considering how bad this game did, I don't think anyone wants a Silver game as much as I do. But, you know, if you read the comics, you know how cool Silver is and how awesome he is in there. But, yeah. By the way, the song that I was playing, My Destiny, pretty good song. Again, though, don't really like it because of the fact that it's about Elise falling in love with Sonic, but besides all that. I mean, there's a lot of positives, though, that aren't, you know, something that I think could have been good. For one, I've mentioned it a million times, the soundtrack. I think that this game's soundtrack is beautiful. I mean, it is such a common joke that Sonic games can have the worst gameplay, but have the most fire soundtrack. Like, I can't, like, there's only, like, really one or two Sonic games that I can think of that have a bad soundtrack. But 06, I think, has one of the best ones. I think it's in, like, the top 3 for me, because I think Sonic Frontiers recently invaded the top 3 and knocked another one down. But Sonic 06 is still up there, so... Like, I think Sonic 06 is number 1, and then a close second, I would probably say, is Sonic Adventure 2, and then Sonic Frontiers. But that's just me. But, I mean, that's really a lot. I mean, but like, again, I have gone over how much I hate this game in terms of, you know, its base, release. I mean, if you want to try Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, you're fucking crazy. I will highly recommend again and again to play P06, because that is just the best way to play this game. But if you want to experience the original Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 for yourself, you know, you can get it on the PS3 and Xbox 360, and for some reason on the Xbox 360 it's Platinum Hits. Yeah, by the way, yeah, that is true. It's Platinum Hits on the Xbox 360. Look it up. But, I mean, that's really it for this Let's Play. I mean, I got nothing else to show off, but, I mean, there are a few things that, like, I could show off in terms of glitches and shit, because of just how fun they are, in fact. Why not? I'll show off at least one or two, because, you know, this finale, you know, it's long enough. It's not long enough, but why not? Especially with Sonic. I'm going to show off a few. But, so let's show off a couple Sonic glitches I like. First one is going to involve Silver. So, so let's talk about this glitch. So there's actually a glitch here where you can get out of the invisible wall in this boss fight. Yeah, so if you don't remember, in the Silver boss fight, with Sonic, there is an invisible wall, like, right behind you that you can't escape from. But with the use of the Sky Gem, you can get right out of the skybox. You can get right out of the invisible box. Oh, shit! He followed me? Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that. He's outside? Oh, shit. Did he actually follow me? That psycho got out? Did he actually get out? He's gone. Where is he? Oh, no, okay. Oh, I thought he got out. That scared me. But it is possible for him to get out. But, yes, you can get out of the invisible box. And, yep, Silver, you know, he's trying to get to me. But you can explore the Soliana Castle Town without, you know, without worry. But you may have noticed that a few things are, you may have noticed a few things are missing. Yeah. So this is pretty cool and all. I mean, being able to run around the hub world without, without the civilians around, even though it's kind of already like that anyway. But yeah, this is pretty cool. But it's really funny that, you know, the bridges, they load everything else, but the bridges are the one thing they don't, like, a lot of the bridges are the one thing they don't load. And also, there's another part of this that I like to show off. I need Silver to come towards me. There we go. It's called To the Moon. So yes, if you're outside the invisible box, Silver can launch you straight into the air, and this is actually where you discover that they actually program space. Not entirely, you know, it's just a black void But you know, he goes. You can go past the skybox. You know, we're in the whichever sphere we're in. I don't know my sky science, but you know, Sonic can go pretty far up for a little bit, which really is pretty scary. Actually, but another thing, but yeah, I mean that's pretty funny. You know, this is actually like why I love this glitch, and also. But the reason I screamed, "Oh fuck!" earlier is because I swear to God I thought I saw Silver pop up right next to me and get out of the invisible box. Because he can do that. He did it for Johnny's version of this, where he did it on his Let's Play on SGB. The same exact thing happened to him, and it scared the shit out of him. It scared the shit out of me. I was like, "Oh shit, he can get out." Yeah. But that's like the first glitch I want to show off. There's a lot of glitches you can do with this game, you know, that are really fun. Another one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into Sonic's story. So once you finish the game, you can enter the characters' stories again, and you'll be in free roam for the rest of your days. And it'll say head to Dr. Eggman's base. I think it loads the final level of that character. The only exception I want to say is Silver's, because Silver's is in the future. Because Silver's final level's in the future, but don't quote me on this. But they put you back in the hub world so you can finish up any town missions you potentially missed, which for me was all of them. But you can go between all of the major areas of Soliana. Once again, before you decide to end the game. But you know, considering how this game is, you want to see if you could find some glitches to have fun with. And believe you me, we're gonna have some fun. So there's only one additional glitch I want to show off, and it's a pretty funny one. It's it's kind of the same thing as Silver's is to the moon glitch, except instead of using silver, we're gonna use a box. I know what I said. I just gotta find one. Yeah, here we go. We're the contestants. So, Sonic has a bit of a weird property with his leg sweep kick, with his leg kick. I just need to get at the right angle, or the right spot. I think it's this one, maybe. Does it not work in the PS3 version or something? Could have sworn it. Okay, let me try getting it out here. Nope. That didn't even work. There we go. So yes, if you mash the square button to make Sonic do his leg sweep, he'll do this. And you can keep doing this until you reach the limits of the game. I also like the fact that the mini-map is programmed to show that you're in a void. Oh, I just killed myself. But yes, you can do that too. Sonic is dead again. Someone get the Chaos Emeralds and Elise. Or someone kiss him. Someone want to bite the bullet and kiss him? But yes, that is it for... I think that's it for the Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 Let's Play. I don't think there's much else for me to show off that I haven't in terms of glitching. I mean, if you want more glitches with Sonic 06, just look it up on YouTube. There's like millions of videos showcasing different glitches with Sonic in this game. But that's really it though. I mean, there's not much else to say about this game. I mean, if I ever do come back to this game for some ungodly reason, I would probably do the very hard versions of... That guy is confused by Sonic. I would probably do the very hard missions for all the levels, but that would only be, like, viewer request. Like, if people just annoyed the hell out of me enough to do it. And even then, I wouldn't probably, because I've never done it. So I don't really know what to expect out of very hard mode. I don't. The PS3 version for some reason doesn't have access to Team Attack Amigo. So don't ask me to do that. I don't have it. So yeah. But the next time we meet in the Sonic the Hedgehog universe, I could theoretically skip the Wii generation and go straight to Sonic Unleashed. Or I could do Sonic and the Secret Rings and then eventually Sonic and the Black Knight. But that is totally up to whatever happens. Honestly, if someone annoyed me enough to do Sonic and the Secret Rings, I'd probably do it. That's such a bad way of phrasing it, but you know what I mean. But in terms of the next we meet in the channel in general, I do not know yet. I'm probably going to take some time and finish up some unfinished Let's Plays, especially from last year. Mainly Fire Emblem Engage and The Expanse. I haven't finished those yet, and I do want to finish Hyrule Warriors eventually, but that will all be for a later date. You know, I might move Fire Emblem Engage to be a week-long Let's Play rather than a Saturday and Sunday thing. I don't know yet, but all of that will be determined at a later time. So see you guys next time for whatever I do next, and take care. Oh, and I guess I should say the like, subscribe, share, all that shit. You know, I don't like saying it during. I'm trying to say it a little bit more, at least at the end of Let's Plays, rather than during every fucking part, because I know some people. You know, I don't like doing. I don't like people who do that for every single video they have. It's kind of annoying. You know, they take like 30 seconds out of every. They take like what 10 minutes out of every video to say, you know, hey, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Hit the like annihilate that bell button. You know, like let's try it. Like, all right, if you like what you see, you know, why don't you just smash that subscribe button, kick that like button. Kick that like button into the fucking stratosphere. Smack the bell icon. You know, just do all that. I don't really care if you do any of that, but you know, if you like what you like, you like what you like. You know, a simple view is more than enough for me, and you know, the occasional comment is nice. So, you know, but I mean, yeah. But see you guys next time, or whatever I do next. And take care.